What is going on, guys? Your boy Joey Shakes Empty coming to you guys with a video right now. So I want to go over Miles Sanders. I want to go over this run game. I want to go over these running backs. Okay, we start off when Miles Sanders actually got drafted in 2019. If you guys remember, we didn't use him that much beginning of the season too much. Like first quarter of the season, we really didn't use him until we had some injuries. And, it's like you drafted a running back high. And this was like the first time in a while that Howie Roseman's actually drafted a running back pretty high. So it was nice to draft Miles Sanders in the second round. And they still didn't really use him. We acquired Jordan Howard that year, so we used him a lot more. It's unfortunate, but this is, I swear, like even with his career, even his rookie year, it takes injuries for him to come in and start. And the Eagles have to say, oh, well, I guess we have to use him now. You know what I mean? Kind of ridiculous, but even going into 2020 and then obviously this year in 2021, like barely any carries. I mean, we just went from one head coach in Doug Peterson that barely gave him the ball. His adjustments were really horrible, or we strayed away from the run, or the adjustments after halftime were just horrible for the second half. So it's worse this year. I mean, it's bad. You're not even running Miles Sanders north and south at all. I mean, you're not even doing that this year. So if I'm Miles Sanders, I'm frustrated. I'm very frustrated right now. Like, I don't even know what he's thinking. Like, if he goes through the rest of this season barely getting the football, I don't even know what to even say. I would have been up in Jeffrey Lurie's office immediately. I mean, immediately, if I was him. He might not care, but how much patience does Miles Sanders have? I mean, the last year of his contract is next year, end of his rookie deal. Okay, and that's it. Like, next year is his last year. So what do you do here? Does Miles Sanders, there could be a huge chance Miles Sanders could ask for a trade before next season starts. It could happen, okay? Kenneth Gainwell came in as a fifth-round pick. That should have been a late second to an early third, and Kenneth Gainwell looks like he fits here a lot more, and it's not because of Miles Sanders playing bad, because he's not, because he's barely getting the ball. It's not his fault. But it seems like they're using Kenneth Gainwell north and south, using him in red zone, and Miles is just like the dump-off pass, the screen pass running back, or they're running him east and west, and that's really it, sideline to sideline. That's really all they're using him for, but it's just not enough. You know what I mean? So, this is all pure speculation. Obviously, this isn't a report, or this isn't me saying, oh, yeah, he's going to ask for a trade, or there's a report that he asked for a trade. No, I'm saying, like, next year, it could happen. If he gets more frustrated, whether he is or not, I don't know. I don't think so, but it's still early in the season right now. If Miles Sanders still isn't used to his full ability, this is why you're losing games. I mean, this is why red zone, you're not scoring enough touchdowns right now, because you're not using this run game. You're not. I mean, they have a little bit here and there, but they're making it too predictable. And obviously when you're passing too much in the red zone, you're making it way too predictable for the defense to know what you're doing. So Miles Sanders deserves better. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying he deserves better. I've loved Miles Sanders ever since he was drafted here. Love this guy. And, it's nothing towards Kenneth Gainwell. And then you got to think the other reason, too, or the other aspect of this whole thing is this: Howie Roseman, does he value running backs that much? Obviously, he doesn't, because he barely drafts running backs, but he has 2019. Obviously, this past year in 2021, drafting one in the fifth round. That was a pretty good steal. So is Miles Sanders going to get another contract? I don't know. You still got to pay Dallas Goedert. I don't even know if he's going to get paid. If they see Kenneth Gainwell playing as good, which I think Kenneth Gainwell is good, but I think he's more of a different skill set than Sanders. Like, I think they have a lot of the same qualities, but when it comes to the jump cuts and just how I think that Miles is just a lot faster and more elusive. That's just me. I think he dances a little bit too much. I think he just go through the hole, get to the second level, then start doing your moves. But that's what I think he should be doing. I think Miles would have had a lot more yards with what he's been getting so far. But he's trying to make a little play out of a big home run play. That's what he tries to do. Some people think he's dancing way too much, but that's just the way he is. Doesn't mean he's not going to get those big runs. He will. He probably would have had a good amount of yards last year. Would have had a good amount of yards this year so far. But Kenneth Gainwell, they might say, well, Kenneth Gainwell's playing good, so we don't have to give Miles Sanders a big contract. But Sanders is just a different breed in running backs. I'm not saying he's a generational talent, but the guy is, when given the opportunity, he is very productive, above high average productive. And he's not looking like that right now because he's not getting any carries. He's not getting the snaps that he deserves, and that's what makes me angry. So, I don't want to lose Miles Sanders. I really don't. I would love to re-sign Miles Sanders and actually pay a running back that's going to be here. But, if the Eagles aren't using him and they think he's disposable because Kenneth Gainwell is here now, and here's what I'm thinking. I'm hoping that because they drafted Kenneth, I don't want them to, because I was already confused enough when they drafted a running back in the 5th round this past year, okay? I don't want them to draft Kenneth Gainwell to think that that's the reason for Miles Sanders to walk, or because they did it. Just like I thought they drafted Derek Barnett in 2017 for Vinny Curry, that was still on a big contract to leave, and then obviously come back for barely any money. See, I hope that Gainwell is really not the replacement, but at the same time, because I really like the 1-2 punch with both of them, I still think they should have a bruiser back on the field like Jordan Howard this year. But as of right now, I don't want Kenneth Gainwell to be the reason why Miles Sanders leaves. Like, they're going to say, we drafted Kenneth Gainwell because Miles Sanders has one more year left on his contract, and if he leaves, he walks. If we offer him a contract or no contract at all, we still have Kenneth Gainwell. But Kenneth Gainwell and Miles Sanders are not the same running back. They have great qualities. I think Gainwell could be a nice number 2 punch, but there could be a time when Miles Sanders gets really fed up, and it might happen. It could happen, guys. I mean, I wouldn't blame him. That's the thing. I wouldn't blame him, and I'd be really upset if Miles left this team after next year or asked for a trade after after the last game of this year. He'd be going into the 2022 offseason. I really hope that he doesn't, but there's a chance that he could, and that's something you kind of have to watch out for. So let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about Miles Sanders. Do you think he's going to last in Philly? Do you think that can you rewind your mind a little bit? Do you think drafting Kenneth Gainwell was the reason why maybe they won't keep Miles Sanders after next year? Maybe that's a huge reason. I don't know. I mean, I think it's stupid. Miles Sanders, I don't know. If they lose him, after next year, I'll be very upset over it, and it'll be another rant, obviously. But I hope that's not the reason. I hope Miles wants to be here after this year, but they gotta treat him better. He deserves so much better. He's on another roster right now. He's tearing it up. Okay, he's tearing it up. But with us, the past couple years so far, maybe last year, and then this year's not looking too good with his carries. So it's kind of crazy right now. But other than that, guys, that's pretty much it. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think. I just want to reminisce in this a little bit because it could happen. So other than that, guys, that's pretty much it. I will see you guys later. Sticks coming up, follow. So peace out, guys. Peace.